Arsenal Fan TV. I knew you'd have one, right? So time for how do you think it went today? The time for a change thing.
No, first of all, I walked in the North Bank, and as I walked in, I walked down the steps, and I was getting called left, right, and centre, effing and blinding, this, that, and the other. And the stewards actually come up to me. The stewards come up to me, and I'm not the one doing anything. I'm just walking around, holding this, going to my seat, asking, and the stewards come. And I have to say, the majority of people are Wenger in, and hear me out here. I can see why they're Wenger in, because before Wenger come, we had 20 odd years with 2 titles. When Wenger's come in, we've had 3 titles, and we have been spoiled because we were so good when he first come in. Half that team wasn't him. Then when we had the Invincibles, most of that team was him. He sort of stole Sol Campbell from Tottenham. He sort of stole him, so he hasn't really brought a top-class centre-back after that. But I can see when we've had Wenger, the problem is we're going to finish, if we get rid of Wenger, we could finish 14th or 15th like we have before. I can see their point of view, but for me, the money they're charging, I want to be at the top. And this season is just going to step too far because Leicester are winning it and Tottenham are finishing above us. So it's not. I can't.
Do you reckon Wenger today might be pretty pleased with himself after the game, because it wasn't
Wenger.
The protests, you have to say, was not as bad as the way in which if you was looking on Twitter, you're looking on any forum, you would have thought that it was going to be like a really, really toxic atmosphere, that like the majority of the stadium were going to have placards, they had a big amount of the stadium chanting his name.
It wasn't like that. It was hardly anything. And the only time I heard the Wenger people come up shouting, there's only one Arsene Wenger, when we start doing that protest. And I've said it before, thank fuck there's only one Arsene Wenger.
So do you think
I couldn't take 2 of them. I really couldn't take 2 of them.
It is split though, isn't it? It is split.
Well, I don't think it is. I think it's 70. I think it's 70-30. I think it's 70-30, and I think it's slowly turning. And what's going to happen is he's going to get a big name, and people are just going to say, "Oh, Wenger this." I love the man, what he's done for the club, but what he was trying to build, you have to admit, he's failed. He put all these youngsters in, and he put all these players in, and unfortunately, when Jules Graham left, he left him. When he left and brought in Bruce Rioch, we had Dennis Bergkamp. Then we had that back 5, and then we had a solid defence for all them years. But Wenger he hasn't built a team all by himself, and that is the crying shame. He hasn't done it. And people like Ozil and Sanchez, they're very good players, but Ozil, he needs good players around him. And when you've got Giroud, Walcott, shit like that in the team, there is absolutely nothing. Ozil needs good players around him, because time and time again he needs pace around him. And one person I can't understand why he's not in the team is Joel Campbell. Joel Campbell's done nothing wrong. He should be in that team instead of Giroud. And Iwobi got booed when he come off, because people were saying they take off. People were saying that they take off Giroud. Now take your fair point. Giroud did the assist. Well, if he's that good, I want to see the next game. I want to see Giroud and Welbeck start. I just don't want to see Giroud up there by himself, because for me, the strikers we've had, he's dog shit.
Robbie, also, I mean, he blames the fans, Robbie. But are we to blame for one outfield player? Are we to blame for the lack? For not being in, to not qualify.
We're loyal, mate.
Failure in Europe. Are we to blame that? I mean,